I used to be the type of kid would always think the sky is falling. Why am I so differently wired? Am I a Martian? What kind of twisted experiment am I involved in? Cause I don't belong in this world.
Hello YouTube, you are watching Third Art Philosophy and I'm the host, Moomin Rod D. Today I am going to talk about how can we get through to these liberals? How can we talk to them? How can we get them to understand? But first and foremost, we have to understand exactly how their mind works. We have to understand their liberal ideology. And most of them have what they call cognitive dissonance. Where they just don't want to let it go. But where we all have a common ground is that we all know that the government is corrupt. So when we're talking to them, we have to approach them at a stance where we understand that the government is corrupt. Now, here's a couple of tactics that I use when I go out and I'm talking to people about politics, knowing that they are liberals. Now, first, we can all spot a liberal simply by how they behave and things they may say. We can tell if they leaning to the left. So when we approach them, we don't want to reveal who we are. You just want to, unless you're that person that you got all type of pride on you, but you already know a lot of liberals been conditioned with key words. You telling them you're a Republican, that shuts them off, they don't want to listen to you. You tell them you're conservative, that shut them off, they don't want to listen to you. So in order to get to a good conversation with them, you have to approach them like I do as an independent. I am an independent, but I have conservative views, and so I talk to them on a standpoint that they can understand, which is government corruption. I don't mention names, I don't bring up Donald Trump, I just talk about the corruption in government. A lot of them is just gonna agree with you. They just gonna agree with you about the corruption. Now you let them know how long the corruption been going on. You talk about certain things that have been happening within the government, and then pretty much you just get them to keep agreeing with you, and if they ask you, who do you support, at that point, just try to avoid it. Just ask them a question or try to avoid it, just to get more information out of them, and you just put out your conservative views as you keep talking to them, like it'd be better if this happened, it'd be better if that, and a lot of them are gonna agree with you, and then toward the end of the conversation, you can let them know, that yeah, I supported Trump. That's gonna throw them off. It's gonna throw them off, and they may stop talking to you, but that's fine, because now they have something they could go home and think about. Don't approach people that's like protesting. If you approach these people that's out there protesting, it's like they took their anger into action. These people is out there, it's like they're not trying to hear nothing. They just out there protesting to get what they want. So they're not really gonna listen to you. Of course there's gonna be some people out there that will talk to you, but most of them, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it. They're out there for what they want, and they're just gonna be, they're just gonna ignore you. So if you was to go out there and talk to somebody that's protesting, make sure you're talking to somebody that's not like seriously aggressive. A lot of these people are radicalized, and that's why they out there in the first place, because they feel like they had enough. So you want to avoid those people that look like they want to hang around you. They got their face covered up, they kind of like roaming around you, or they spitting at you, or maybe try to throw stuff at you. Just get out of that arena, because they not there to talk. They are there to just be violent and try to bully you, into listening to what they got to say. So these tips I'm giving you right now is basically going to is going to kind of wake them up a little bit to at least listening to you. But if you walk up to them and you just be like, I'm a conservative, I'm a Republican, and say stuff like that, it's gonna shut them. It's gonna cut them off. You know, that's good. Those are the key words that, you know, that's gonna trigger them. You know, and they're gonna really cut you off. They're not gonna want to listen to anything you got to say, because they're gonna be thinking about it as it's a Republican, Democrat, left, right thing. You know, no, approach them on a humane level, because that's where they at. They on that level. You know. So that's how you talk to them. You go up to them and just talk to them, and then stay on that common ground where y'all both believe that government is corrupt. You know, if you run into one of those pseudo-intellectual liberals, you know, 9 times out of 10, they are with the leadership of those protests. You know, they know something about policies and stuff. They just ignorant to the point where they preaching and teaching the identity politics, and they the ones that help round up the people to get them out there. If they not, then they know people who they pretty much know the person who's doing it, and they put them in a position of leadership. So those pseudo-intellectuals, ain't no sense of debating with them, because they out there with an agenda, you know. And if you try to talk to the liberals that's around it, the regular protesters, they can't talk policies. They can't talk policies. You know, they don't know too many policies. They're just out there for humane reasons. So try to, I wouldn't say avoid, you could debate with the, you know, pseudo-intellectuals, you know, but they're not going to let you sit there and talk to all the other protesters, you know. But when you're talking to the original liberal that's out there and don't know why they out there, you know, dominate the conversation, you know. Just keep talking, just rabble along about the corruption, whatever the case is. Have them agreeing, you know, and it's gonna work out that way. All right, so that's my video. You can like, subscribe, share if you believe this actually helps somebody. If not, then give me some ideas on what my next video could be about on this same topic by leaving a comment below, and I'll try my best to keep up with you guys. And I'll reply back, and stay tuned for my next videos. I'm out.